Whew. Hello guys, just getting started here. So if you're around, say hello in the chat. Hey Darlene, hey first chat person here. Good day to you, Darlene, and Chris, and hey Najib athlete from Arizona, right? Vegan metalhead, Josh, Alex, Nina. What's up, guys? A nice little sunny afternoon out here. Hey, Wi-Fi High 56, Portland, right on, representing West Coast. I just thought I'd come out and get a little run, and then afterwards, of course, say a little bit to you guys, see what's up. Oh, today is just a recovery run, Alex, 3.1 miles, 5 kilometers, basically. I worked out at the gym for like 2 hours and 15 odd minutes yesterday. So today was supposed to be like a recovery day, like not even do anything really, but it's so beautiful out. Look how nice it is. I had to run some errands down in this part of Long Beach. I go, hey, I have e-waste recycling, like getting rid of old like electronic waste and stuff like that, you know. So I'm going, hey, the recycling place is like right by where I love to run, so I couldn't resist throwing my running clothes on and doing it at the same time. Tempo at 10 miles. Hell yeah. See, that's pretty good now, Jeff. Yeah, you're a hardcore runner. As you guys probably know, if you've seen my videos this year, like my workout routines, it's totally different. So for me, running like, 5 kilometers, not at tempo, is fine. I feel good, especially after a leg day yesterday at the gym. My legs are tired, my butt's tired, so I'm just taking it easy. I just want to run, like about half an hour at about 140 BPM heart rate. That's all I was trying to do today. Okinawa, no way. Hey, Mariah, and from Okinawa, how cool. Wow. All right, more Portlanders, right on. Hey, Tara, what is up? First time on a live chat? Well, thanks for joining on here. Thanks, hey. Vegan Metalhead, there's a vegan pop-up you're invited to. Where's it at? Is it in LA? Angie's still sick, so we're not really able to do all that much right now. She's getting better, like almost 2 weeks into it, but still not feeling that good. I on the other hand, I'm pretty much perfectly healthy right now. All right, Mexico and Australia. Wow, we have pretty much the whole world represented here. London, right on. Vegan Doctor. Are you really a vegan doctor? And Canada, the whole world is represented. Even the whole United States. We got Ohio for Vegan Metalhead. You are really in Okinawa. Amazing if you can visit someday. Oh, you're moving to NorCal in March. Favorite place to eat in Northern California? I mean, I can't say it depends where. Northern California is pretty big. Are you going to be in the Bay Area or San Francisco or like Sonoma or Napa or what? It's a huge place. There's some really good restaurants though, for sure, all over California. Dublin, Ireland even, right on. Good day to in Ireland from out here in magical Ireland. Have you heard me say my Irish impression before? It's really not that good. But I can do that because I have some Irish blood in me, so I'm not making fun of anyone. Actually, yeah, Irish and Welsh kind of situation in my English side of my heritage. And more from NorCal. Hey, Nikki, maybe you could share where your favorite vegan eats are in NorCal and like which city. Hey, Race Lever, good to see you here, bud. I haven't seen you in a bit. Actually, I haven't been live streaming in a bit too, so I'm glad you're here. The accent needs work. Team to come back into the house. How's that? Is that pretty bad too? It does need a little work, huh? I actually am more fascinated by Scottish accents, the Glaswegian accent in particular. Hey Kay, good to see you back with your off-topic questions as usual. Ventura County, yes, all right, good to see you there, DJ Believe. Hey Tracy, what is up? Hey, I just got back from a little run here, as you can tell. Half Asian representing. Hey Groovy Lisa, cool. Me too, the partial Asian situation representing, right on. Let's see, Nikki likes in Northern California, the Noble Vegetarian in Sacramento. Thai food and pretty cheap. All right, anyone visiting NorCal, like our friend from Okinawa, I think it was Mariah, take note of that. Let's see. Hey Ryan, thoughts on low HDL on a vegan diet? I don't know. That's a great question. I kind of just share with you, like, as you know, you guys know I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, so I kind of share with you things that I've learned along the way, particularly things that I've experienced. So yeah, my HDL has always been really, really good, like high HDL. So I've never asked a doctor about that. So yeah, I wish I had any more info on that for you. I've never seen a video like, say, on nutritionfacts.org. So I'm not sure what his opinion, Dr. Greger's opinion. You might want to ask maybe Goji Man. Maybe he might know, but I'm not even sure if that's a question he knows about. He's more of a biochemist than a doctor's. But anyway, yeah, ask around. But yeah, I'll just let you know. I'm not going to BS you on that one. I really don't know. I guess it all depends on a lot of stuff, like what your LDL is, what your total cholesterol is, and all that. As long as you have low LDL and low HDL, I'm guessing as a non-medical doctor, that's probably all right. But yeah, check with someone who knows a bit more. But that's just my intuitive guess there. Let's see. Cool, Jesus. I'm glad we never cease to amaze you. Yes, I know a lot of people in the vegan world try to put themselves out there as like health gurus or weight loss gurus and stuff like that. You know, I mean, we're not. You can see us. We're just regular vegans that have been doing it for a little while. You know, and we share our experience. And in that 8 years I've been fully vegan, I've learned a lot of stuff. You know, I've researched a lot of things. So I share with you guys the results of my research. But I'm not like a nutrition researcher by trade or anything like that. Hey, Groovy Lisa, have we ever done fruitarian? Why do you ask, Groovy Lisa? Are you trying that right now? But yeah, we've done that for, we did that back in like 2012 for like 9-ish months or so. Like, it wasn't fruitarian, but it was raw. So fruitarian was a big part of it, but we weren't like eating just fruit, we're just eating like raw stuff. And I've made a few videos about that. I don't really think it's all that sustainable. It's really hard to get calories. Particularly if you're a bigger dude like me. But even Angie, she was losing all sorts of weight without even trying, which wasn't a good thing. She got to like size 0 and stuff. You know, I was like, way underweight too. So, yeah, vegan metalhead. Rice and potatoes are amazing. Once I started adding some, like steaming some rice, steaming some spinach, I started like getting proper, calories. I got to like, a better weight. I look at my photos from like 2012 and 2013. I'm going, man, I was so underweight, and I wasn't even like running that much back then either. I looked like I was like an intense marathoner or something like that. And so you saw a YouTube channel, Shorty Fit, and they are fruitarian, and she's pregnant. Yeah, you can be pregnant as a fruitarian for sure. But yeah, that's my personal experience with it. I won't BS you. I have experience with that, and my experience is just eat all the plant foods that nature and the provider have given to us here. Why limit yourself just to fruit or just to raw stuff? Because critics will argue that veganism is like an elimination diet, which I say it's not, but it can be if you're intentionally being really restrictive, unnecessarily restrictive. Yeah, Cronish, I hear you. Potatoes. Why give up potatoes, Why give up legumes? Why give up steaming some veggies or anything? There's nothing point. I mean, come on. There's no research in the world that says like steaming your broccoli or spinach is going to give you a disease or shorten your life, or steaming some potatoes is going to kill you or give you diabetes or anything. There's nothing like that. There's just kind of this if you're raw, you believe in the dogma that raw is best, and cooked food's some kind of poison, which it's not, or else, we should all be dead. I should be dead right now. My blood tests are just as good, if not better now, as a non-raw vegan. But yeah, how can you give up potatoes and spinach and legumes and all those steaming vegetables and eggplant, and right now squash is good, and rice and grains, I don't know what I would do with all that stuff. Had some oatmeal this morning, steamed it, boiled it, whatever, put some apples in there. It was great, It's like I didn't kill the nutrients in the oats or the apples or anything like that. Yeah, steaming is great. It's probably one of the least destructive ways of cooking food. But even Dr. Greger showed even microwaving, which we don't even do. I don't even own a microwave. Doesn't really destroy that much nutrients. But yeah, steaming is probably the closest thing, I guess, if you want to follow a raw philosophy. We're kind of afraid of what raw people say about, destroying nutrients. Just limp in with steaming. That's what we did, actually. And once I realized nothing was bad, it was cool. I had a nice run, Tracy. Yeah, just like I was telling people here, just like a short run. For me, I guess it's just my average run now. Back in the day when I was running a lot, I would run 5 miles minimum, 10 on my longer run days, sometimes 13 miles on my long run days. Today, I'm happy with a 5 kilometer run here, going at like, trying to keep my heart rate about 140 to 145 max, I'm not trying to do an anaerobic workout, sprinting. I'm doing that at the gym and on the basketball court. I just want to get a nice, long, steady aerobic workout. And for me, that half hour at 140 BPM, pretty cool. Yeah, hooked on cooked and hooked on running. Yeah. Okay, another tip from Nikki there. Saturn's Cafe in Berkeley. Watch our video that we made 2017 when I spent my 50th birthday in San Francisco. We went to some really great places. Let me think if I can remember the names. What's the name of that burger place in Haight? What's the name of it? That burger place. God, Vegberg, I think is the name. Yeah, Vegberg, is that it? You guys can correct me. Really, really good burger restaurant. I heard they're going to franchise and open up all around the country. Also, where we went for sushi on my actual birthday night. If anyone knows this place, it's in the Mission District. Anyone? Yeah, Veganburg, I think is it, Groovy? Check it out. Just Google like Veganburg, San Francisco. If I have the name wrong, Google will correct it and find it out. And check out like Vegan Sushi San Francisco in the Mission District. I forgot the name of it. God, it's escaping me right now. Probably because I just ran and my brain's not fully rational. I'm still kind of coming down. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good, Groovy Lee. So if you're in San Francisco, check it out. We weren't expecting much because Angie and I are like big vegan burger people, but it was a surprisingly tasty treat. Hey, John's Conscious Life. Good to see you here, man. Cool. I think we're gonna have a chill chat here because I have myself here moderating and 3 other moderators, and that's a high ratio of moderator to trolls, so I like to see them even try. Let's see. I shouldn't tempt them though, huh? That's kind of dumb. I hear you, Race Lover. I know it's kind of unfair. I always say how easy it is to be vegan, and it's even easier here in like California for sure. But I understand what it's like. We travel places and we see it's not always like here. But even here, if I can't go to a certain vegan restaurants and I have to meet a friend at a non-vegan restaurant, I know what it's like having to like improvise and, get some food that's not been tainted with butter or something like that. Nobody. Here's a great question. What do you guys think of Nobody's question here? Did you know there's never been a vegan culture in human history? Why do you think that is? Well, first of all, how do you know that, Nobody? Are you an anthropologist? Do you know what, say, Australopithecus was eating 2 million years ago? Do you know what Homo erectus was eating 1.5 million years ago? Well, I'll tell you, they were not cooking meat. They were eating whatever they could get off like trees, and later on, once they learned how to manipulate fire, they were eating the uncooked starchy tubers in the ground. I mean, uncooked, they had to cook them. And no other animal had the intelligence and technology to use fire. So as soon as humans figured out how to manipulate and use fire, they had all this like limitless resource of food in the ground that no other animal was competing for. So yeah, humans were actually vegan, first raw vegan, then cooked vegan, long before they ever were eating dead animals. So you have a misunderstanding of anthropology and human history there, Nobody. So nice try. Nice try. I know a lot of people like to think that, because they can't think of a vegan culture from, say, like 100 years ago or anything like that, or 1,000 years ago. But if you go back further in time, humans were like, think about it. If you don't think, evolution is complete crockery or whatever it's the term. Anyway, yeah, what did we evolve out of? Lions and tigers? No, we evolved out of primates, apes, great apes, like, bonobos, and they're really not known for eating a bunch of meat. Chimpanzees on occasion, particularly they'll like kill a chimp in some kind of chimp war, but it's not like their preferred food. So if we evolved from pretty much vegetarian or vegans, it would stand to reason that earliest humans would also be vegetarian or vegan. So anyway, enough of that silly argument. I just love that one. Let's see. Raw vegan versus cooked vegan, Michelle. I said, well, both. That's how I'll eat. I'll usually have, some raw something in the morning, like a smoothie, and then move on after that. So I say both. Why limit yourself? Why restrict yourself? Because like I said, critics will say veganism is so restrictive, I can never be vegan. Well, it depends how restrictive you want to make it. It doesn't have to be restricted at all. In fact, I say compared to your average carnivore, in an average day or week, I eat way more kinds of food, a variety of food. So why make it restrictive? Unless you really have some weird belief that cooked food is poison or something like that. All right, Phil, thanks for dropping by, Tracy. Good to see you as always, and I'm glad you caught me on a running day here. Cooked food dogma? What is cooked food dogma? Nobody. You're speaking all the bro science here. It's been shown. Earlier anthropologists hypothesized, they had no evidence, that it was like eating meat somehow, which increased the capacity and size of our brains, which gave us human intelligence. However, that doesn't make much sense because the brain runs on glucose, which is carbohydrate from plants, not from meat. So once a more secure and pretty much infinite source of carbohydrates was found, like I told you, the starchy tubers in the ground, our brain got all the glucose it could want. Before it was kind of finite, depending on seasons, how fruit was growing. So check it out, Google it. I'm not making this stuff up. Dr. Richard Wrangham, Harvard primatologist, anthropologist, wrote an eloquent book on this called Catching Fire. I suggest you read that before you just make stuff up in your head, because that's what a lot of vegan haters like to do. They just like to make stuff up. So no, I'm not making fun of you, nobody. So yeah, that's actually what happened. Think about it. The brain. This is not up to debate or controversy. The human brain runs on glucose, sugar, carbohydrates. So it would make sense. It was an infinite source of finding an pretty much infinite source of carbohydrates helped out our brain capacity to grow. Not eating fat. That's not what the brain's primary fuel is. So I'm not making fun of you, no, but I'm just laughing because I've heard these questions so many times, and it's kind of like where do you get your protein? It's like, oh no, not that one again. So I'm sorry, I guess I've been doing this too long. I'm a little jaded or something like that. Anyway, my bad. Not here to make fun, nobody. Let's see. So anyway, Grimes, what are you saying? Cooked food dogma equals humans have adapted to cook food. Well, what are you talking about there? What do you mean have adapted? If humans were not adapted to eat cooked food, I should be dead right now, right? I mean, how come is it when I steam some rice, steam some broccoli, and put some gravy on top of that, put some corn on top, I eat it, I absorb the nutrients out of it, it enables me to make videos, do research, go to the gym, run. I do this on a daily basis. And my blood tests show I'm not deficient in anything. So tell me how my meal is somehow not right to eat. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I can't go out and eat like this brick here, or the piece of wood or something like that. I mean, I'm eating foods that my body is designed to eat. Yeah, humans can eat animal products, Grimes. Yeah, totally, you're right. I can eat flesh. It does provide some nutrients, for sure. So I'm not sure what your point is. The thing is, eating the dead animals is unethical. It involves killing animals needlessly. Secondly, it involves taking in nutrients that aren't particularly good over the long term. Yeah, I could eat meat for years and not get heart disease instantly. It doesn't work out like that, or get diabetes instantly. So what do you mean, but we're not adapted? I don't know what you're talking about, that we're not adapted. Humans have adapted to eat meat. Doesn't mean you can, eat that and never get heart disease or anything like that. I mean, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? How we're not adapted? My body is perfectly adapted to eat a banana, which I have in the morning. It's perfectly adapted to eat a potato. We can digest starch. We have amylase in our digestive system, in our saliva. So what are you talking about? Let's see, John, was it 9 degrees Fahrenheit? Wow, right here, I think, let me see if my watch tells me here. Let's see. I think it's 68 right now. Let's see. Was I an Allen Iverson fan? I didn't live in Philadelphia, so I was never a big Allen Iverson fan in basketball, but I respected his skills for sure. At his prime, he was really, really difficult to stop. He was quick AF, man. Let's see, what facts do I have wrong? I don't know what you're talking about. If you think I have something wrong about how it's perfectly healthy for me to eat potatoes and legumes, if you think there's something wrong with that, tell me down there why, it's so wrong to eat potatoes and legumes. I'm quite curious. I suppose you have some orthorexic beliefs or tendencies if you think it's wrong to eat whole food plants. Um, anyway, going on any vegan bike ride, vegan meetup. I don't know anyone around here doing any vegan bike ride meetups, and I'm not cycling that much. I don't know if I would be the person to undertake that responsibility, like organizing it like that. Um, are eggs okay? No, don't eat eggs. You don't have to. Here's the whole thing. A lot of people ask a lot of things like, is it okay to eat eggs as long as they're grown in an ethical, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no nutrient in egg that you need to be healthy. If that were true, I've been vegan 8 years. I would be sick by now. I know people have been vegan 20, 30 years. They would be sick by now. You don't need to eat eggs. In fact, humans did not always eat eggs. People didn't always have, birds at their disposal to get their eggs. You don't need, so I'm just asking, why do you feel you need to eat eggs? Because you don't have to eat eggs. You can live to be 110 and never have eaten an egg in your life. So why bother eating an egg for? What's the point? What do you hope to get out of an egg, that you can't get otherwise? The whole anti-vegan thing's getting you depressed there, vegan for life. Any tips on how to let it get to you? Well, I think that's kind of the point, right? I mean, their point. I mean, misinformation campaigns like that are designed to spread not only misinformation, but to negative energy to, get people turned off. So, is there a bug in my hair? So just don't let them win don't let them win what they're trying to do. Thanks, Michelle. Thank you. Um, let's see. How did Prop 12 go? Yeah, the one for that we made an episode about how about animal giving animals certain rights, not cramming them in the cages, giving them a certain square footage. Yeah, that fully passed. And we're not a vegetarian and vegan state, but people have the compassion here to understand that animals shouldn't be treated like non-living entities, like stacking them up like rocks or something like that. Hey, some water. Wow, Nanya, they teach kids and they love animals. I know kids intuitively love animals. Isn't that amazing? They intuitively love pretty much all animals, yet they don't make the connection to that's what you're what they're eating is animals too. Let's see, Grimes, what are you trying to get at, bro? I don't understand. No, what do you think? If you're vegan, of course you don't support animal cruelty. What are you talking about? I mean, there's a few vegans that don't care about animals. I know a few. I don't understand them, but yeah. Let's see. What else you guys asking about here? Most anti-vegans are practically retarded. I don't know if they're that, but they just have an axe to grind, basically. What do I think of perfectly healthy meat eaters? Cool. I mean, health is one component of it. I mean, I've seen people who are not vegan who are healthy. You all know there's people, who are not vegan, who have good blood tests, who are fit. No, I don't think any vegan ever said that you have to be vegan to be healthy, but a vegan diet is, as long as, it's that, basically a whole food vegan diet rather than like an Oreo vegan diet is healthy. And the thing is, our diet is superior in the sense that it doesn't involve unnecessarily killing animals. The animals don't need to die in order for us to live. So if you're eating meat, you could still be healthy, but you're still unnecessarily killing animals. And we all know, I've said it 100 times, that animal agriculture is the #1 source of greenhouse gas emissions. So again, why eat animals? You can be perfectly healthy vegan and you don't have to support the animal death industry, and you don't have to contribute as much as carnivores do to climate change. So, all right, moderators. We have a few people here probably kind of crossing or hitting the threshold of being put in timeout for a bit, so you can do that for me. If you just want to come to a vegan channel and be a dick, you know, you should try to maybe get a girlfriend or a life or something. You know, this is not the place to come and just like just be a dick. All right, so what are you guys talking about Joe Rogan here? Did I miss some stuff there? You're saying vegan for life. There's some people who cannot create their own cholesterol. Interesting. I wonder if that's true also, because I know cholesterol is not an essential nutrient. Your body produces it. However, I've experienced personally from my blood tests that when I'm eating more coconut oil, I have higher cholesterol readings. So I wonder if these people with that condition, vegan for life, if they have coconut oil, will that help them with their situation? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, great point, Race Lover. Whoever says, you know, well, vegans cause some harm. Yeah, it's impossible to have zero harm. The question is, you know, it's not the same thing to intentionally pay for someone to shoot a cow or pig in the brain, slice its throat, rip it apart, versus like me when I'm running, maybe I accidentally step on an earthworm or something. It's not the same, you know? It's not, you can't even compare it. Like, so you're saying, oh, since you can't completely eliminate all harm, you might as well shoot the large mammals in the head, because you might run over a bug or a snail in your car. You know, it's not equivalent. It's a totally BS argument. It makes no sense. Where am I, Lee? I'm at a place called Marine Stadium in Long Beach, where I did my little run out here today. Yeah, it's called appeal to futility fallacy. Exactly. You can't eliminate all harm, so let's make as much harm as possible. Harm is justified. That's their argument. It doesn't work like that. Let's see. Yeah, great point, Veggies for Thought. Don't let being perfect stop you from being good. Because, yeah, I've seen people that run into this idea of perfection. You know, I don't want to name any names, but we all know a certain vegan, a male vegan of recent months who's ran into some trouble going for this whole purity and perfection thing. And I have a lot of love for this dude. He's cool, he's a nice person, good vegan, but ran himself into the ground by trying to be too pure and too perfect. And you know, it's good intentions, but it just doesn't work out practically in this real world. You can't be perfect, you can't be pure. If you try, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose your mind or lose your way or something, you know, your diet, your health. Roadkill is vegan. Well, I don't like all these fringe issue questions. Is that vegan or not? I mean, vegans just don't eat animals. They don't eat dead animals. Who cares how it died, you know? I mean, that makes no sense. So if you're like driving through the countryside and the car in front of you hits a pig, then it's all right to eat it? That doesn't make any sense, you know? I mean, vegans just don't eat animals. It's just how it works. Ooh, who gave us a super chat tip there? I forgot we can do that. Yeah, thank you so much, Access Audio. In fact, check out our Twitter. You'll get a shout out on there for your super chat tip. And our Twitter is @RyanLum or just Happy Healthy Vegan. Let's see, what I think of Gundry's plant paradox, you asked. Also, did I see Democracy Now!'s feature on climate change? They talked about meat consumption's impact on the planet. I don't think I saw in particular Democracy Now!'s feature, but I've seen in the news, yeah, seeing some serious news organizations mentioning, not mentioning, like explicitly drawing out, calling out meat consumption, meat production for its role in climate change, which is awesome. I still have yet to see, like, say, Al Gore, who I respect, to mention the role of animal agriculture. Gundry's plant paradox. Yeah, I've not done a video on his book. I probably should. I've just, I've looked at what was said and just kind of laugh at it. But yeah, do you think I should make a response video to that at some point? Iceland, right on, Scorpio Queen. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, The Economist has a good article on meat and climate change. No, Al Gore is definitely not vegan unless something's changed radically since I've last heard him talk about how he lives. Is Bill Clinton still vegan? Great question. I really don't know. I made a video about it a while ago, and I really don't know what happened with him and his doctor, Mark Hyman, who's more of a low carb, or at least a paleo, I should say, proponent. He still likes veggies, but was encouraging Bill to eat meat. Don Mario asks, am I gay? Why would you like to know, Don? Specify. Why would you like to know if I am gay? Would you like to hook up or something? Or are you just super curious? Let me know. Is what Just a Chan checks right? Veganism or what? Do I know what happened to Gary Yourofsky? I have no idea what happened to Gary. I've never really followed him. I mean, I like that video, the greatest speech you'll ever see, but I wasn't following him on social media. I've heard he's kind of like stopped making vegan related videos. But you guys can tell me if you know what happened to Gary. He went to retirement. He must be doing something. I don't think he was like, like rich enough to retire for the rest of his life or anything like that. Ozzy went vegan? Are you serious, Jesus? Are you serious? Ozzy Osbourne went vegan? Tell me you have some evidence for that. Yeah, retired from, I heard Gary retired from vegan activism, but I don't think he's retired, right? I mean, probably has a job or something, I imagine, right? Let's see, vegan for life. No, I've never really taken algae omega-3, so I couldn't comment on that. Sorry. Okay, people say Gary was on a terrorism watch list, really? For freeing lynxes or doing some kind of animal activism? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've seen how just being, the fact that one is vegan and, active about it on social media like we are, can put you on, terrorist watch lists and stuff. Gary Francione, wait, which person is that, Grimes? Let's see, is eating non-organic fruits and veggies still better than eating enough fruits and veggies? I mean, not everything I eat is organic. I try to just find the best stuff I can. Often that happens to be organic, but it's not automatic that all the best stuff I find is organic. A lot of stuff I get at my farmer's market are from smaller farmers that haven't gotten organic certified or cannot afford the organic certification, but they grow it using organic means. You can taste it in the final product, the quality of how well it's grown, the good soils, the good nutrients they give it. So, that's what I kind of look at as far as organic versus non-organic. Do you need fish oils? Sheik nuts. Well, I'm not a medical doctor, but I've been vegan for 8 years, and my blood tests speak for themselves. I'm not deficient in anything. I'm athletic. I personally haven't found a need for fish oils. You can get omega-3s from algae. You can get them from flax seeds. You don't need to have any kind of animal product for it. Hey, Hadessa, thanks for the banana fund. Yes, I will probably be heading tomorrow to buy bananas. They're starting to go low, so thanks so much, Hadessa. And look for a shout out to you on our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan or at Ryan Lum. Thanks so much. Didn't you join us on Patreon too, Hadessa, I thought, like last month or so? Let's see. Flaxseed meal, there you go, for omega-3s. Scorpio Queen wants to know, do I have some resolutions or goals for the new year, 2019? I usually don't do that, but I should start making some. Okay, that wasn't Hadessa. I think it was Thick Vegan. I think she likes to give me money for the banana fund. She's often in the chats. I haven't seen her here yet today, but so yeah, I'm not saying you got to join it, but I remembered, yeah, one of you fine ladies who donate to the banana fund joined Patreon as well. I was pleased to see that. Let's see, do me and Angie draw or do any visual art? Yeah, Angie went to art school for a bit, actually, so she's the one that does all our artwork. Any artwork for anything related to Happy Healthy Vegan, our band Love Spirals. Yeah, she's the one that does it. I mean, I kind of hack it a little bit, but she is much better than me. She actually knows how to draw. She knows composition and color much better than I do. I have a little bit of knowledge, but she is the visual artist, hands down. Designer, all that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Vegan Metalhead. That, yeah, 15 players on the Tennessee Titans have been eating vegan this season. So there's so much for like, oh, you know, where do you get your protein, or vegans are, you know, are not strong enough to do blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Okay, what are we talking about here? Race lovers, what's going on? Total or strict vegan means no dairy or eggs. Yeah, well, that's what vegan means. Yeah, no dairy or eggs. Otherwise, you're a vegetarian. I mean, that's cool. Just, you know, that's how the words are defined. It's not even strict vegan. It's just how the words are defined. How long did I run, Mark? Just 3.1 miles or 5 kilometers. Just getting out for half an hour. As I mentioned, I am quite tired from my workout and basketball at the gym yesterday. I thought I was going to have a complete rest day today, but life brought me down here. I had to take care of an errand, drop off some electronic recycling, and it's right next to one of my favorite running spots, so I connected the two together. Favorite fruit other than bananas? My favorite fruit is not bananas, even though I eat them every day, almost every day, I should say. But no, my favorite fruit by far, you guys know, it's cherries. When cherries are in season, like here, that would be like maybe May. It starts sometime in mid-May through most of June, maybe into early July. I'm going crazy with cherries, guys. I mean, I'm going to farmers market, finding my favorite cherry farmers there, and spending some serious cash. You know, I kind of save up for cherry season. You know, every week I'm buying like at least 20-30 bucks of cherries, sometimes more than that. You know, it's like, you know, I love my cherries. That's what I'm doing every night. I'm eating cherries. I try to get to the point where by the time the cherries are kind of gone from here in early July, I'm almost sick of cherries, almost. This year I had the fortunate luck of making a road trip to central/northern California in mid-August, and they still had cherries there. So I stocked up there and had another like cherry orgy. So anyway, let's see. Here's the thing. I was asking about Ozzy Jesus, but it says Ozzy Osbourne appeared on his wife's talk show, The Talk, announced he went vegan after watching Forks Over Knives. No way. I'm going to research that. I will make that my next video, possibly. So thanks for tipping me. I don't know if that's old news. Is that new or old news, Jesus? Let me know. But I'll do a story about that anyway, because I respect Ozzy. I listened to his music a bit when I was younger. So cool. What else did I see here? James, yeah, I saw that thing, Peter's tweet from a few days ago about using anti-animal language. Do you have an opinion on that? I don't know. I mean, I kind of wonder what their motives are. They seem on the surface good, but I think it's just a successful tactic to get some traction in the media. People are talking about it. We're talking about it. I've seen, you know, non-vegan media sources talking about it. So, you know, it's just getting awareness out there. You know, it really doesn't change anything if people use idiomatic phrases that involve animals. You know, I mean, it really isn't. The animals won't know. They won't care. Some will argue it reinforces animal cruelty just by saying it. I don't think so. What really reinforces animal cruelty is our society's ingrained addiction to eating dead animals and the like, you know, and their products. So I don't know if language contributes like more than 1% or 2% to that totality, that holistic total of why we are where we are. But it raises awareness, I believe, so that's cool. Favorite vegan pizza in Long Beach. Actually, my favorite vegan pizza in Long Beach is right around here. Last week at Farmers Market, our friend Ted at Eat Plant Alchemy, you can find him on Instagram, made a delicious vegan pizza at the Farmers Market, a pop-up for him. So good. I could eat that. Like, it was healthy. It wasn't like there wasn't much oil or anything like that. It was just really, really good. But you can't buy that every day. Other than that, Seabird's Kitchen has a pretty good pizza you can find on Friday and Saturday evenings. Seabird's Kitchen in Long Beach. Not sponsored. Not sponsored by Ted either. I just love these, you know, I like all this. I like to support these great vegan food makers. Let's see. What else you guys talking about here? Eggs are not vegan. If you're eating eggs, I don't hate you, but that means you are a vegetarian. And I know many wonderful vegetarians. But yeah, if you're eating eggs, by definition, you're not vegan. It's not because I'm the vegan police. It's just simply how these words are defined. Google the words. Look them up in a dictionary. It's not my doing. Let's see. What else you guys asking about here? let's see. Yeah, Race Lever points out, yeah, someone, yeah, a lot of anti-vegans or people that just don't know about it, how they think that eggs are this magical food that there's no cruelty or suffering. And that, I don't know, maybe that's true if you have your own chickens in your own backyard and you're responsible for it. But those of us that have seen the videos know much better. It's far, far from that, you know, as far as like how they're produced commercially. Even on free range, so-called free range farms, they're not as free ranging as you might think. So no, there's tons of cruelty in the egg industry. It's just because you don't think an animal's being killed, animals are definitely being killed. Yeah, you're right. If they're eating eggs and dairy, they're vegetarian. It's simple as that. Again, I'm not dissing vegetarians. I have vegetarian friends. It's all good. I'm just saying that's how the words are used. Favorite animal? I love all animals. I've never met an animal I didn't like. Let's see. What else did I miss here? What is my opinion of people who say vegan protein and DHA is not absorbable? I would ask those people then, therefore, why am I not deficient in protein, say? Every time I get my blood tested, my protein is right smack dab in the middle or high middle part of the range. So that kind of dispels that theory there. And they don't understand what protein is. Amino acids, that's the building blocks of all our proteins. And vegan foods have all the amino acids, all the ones that we can't produce naturally from our body. So they don't understand what protein is. You don't need protein, you need amino acids. So, you know, there goes that. People like to say all sorts of things about vegans, how we can't get this or can't get that. But if these claims were true, we should be dead right now. Instead of me just, you know, going on this run right after like having a hard day at the gym yesterday and having good blood tests. Yeah, you should get a blood test, Michelle, for sure. Unfortunately, if you've never had one and you've been vegan for years, I would say you should try to get a blood test early in your days as a vegan. That way, if you're already low in something, you'll know it wasn't the cause of veganism. A lot of people are just naturally or genetically low or dietary low in something anyway. And, you know, it's not the cause of veganism. If your first blood test is like a year or 2 or 3 into veganism, you don't know what caused what. But anyway, that said, there's no time like the present. Just go get a blood test now and see where you're at. I like to try to do mine every 12 to 18 months. In fact, I just went last week and got my blood tested. So I don't know what it's like yet. I got to get the results back. So look for a video soon. Do I support PETA? Why does that sound like a loaded question for? Like you're going to come off and attack me if I say yes or no. Why do you ask, Grimes? Why does that concern you? Why do you don't even know who I am probably or care about me. Why do you care if I support or don't support a certain organization for? So it's just the thing, like, what do you mean support? I mean, no one's perfect. I have like, you know, positive things and negative things to say about PETA. Does that mean I support them because I have some positive things to say? I have to be all negative? I mean, there's good and bad with PETA. I don't know. Does that mean I support them? I'll let you decide about that. You know, PETA doesn't really concern me. I go through my vegan life every day and I really don't think about PETA in any way. It doesn't really affect me. Sounds like Grimes supports animal exploitation. So if PETA is bad, Grimes is bad too. So if you want to, you know, try to cast the first stone about who supports animal exploitation, you know, it would be probably the person who eats dead animals, which would be you, Grimes. Oh, you're a vegan. Okay, my bad. Anyway, Grimes, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, you know, so if you're trying to like trap me or just bring this conversation down, I'm just gonna give you a warning, just kind of be cool, all right? Don't try to bring negativity to this. Do I like Donald J. Trump? You guys probably look at me. Do I look like, you know, I go to MAGA rallies and stuff like that? Just look at me, you know? I'm just saying, I'm gonna let you interpret that. I'm gonna let you come to your judgment on that. Okay, anyway. When are we coming to the Netherlands? Great question. I don't know. I have no plans to come to the Netherlands. Not to say I wouldn't want to. Hey, Intrepid Hope, what is up? How you doing? Thanks for joining our live stream here. Let's see. Maybe you're right there, Vegan for Life. Who knows, huh? They're keeping some tabs on Grimes now, huh? Let's see, when's the meetup? I was just thinking about that today. I just right where I was running past here was where we had many of our fruit. What do we call them? Picnic in the park meetups. And I was kind of getting nostalgic. If we were to do a meetup again, if people would still be interested in coming. We haven't done one in a long time. Do I take a multi? No. The only thing that's supplemented or vitamin I take is my B12 sup, and there's some fortification in my almond milk. Has some vitamin B12. Does it have vitamin D? I can't recall, but no, I don't take a multi, and all my blood tests, everything has come back within range. How much do I weigh? Asked Jay Jones. You got to remember, I'm taller and bigger than most people. I'm almost 6'5", 6'4.5", and I haven't weighed myself in a bit, but I reckon I probably weigh about 190 in the morning, something like that. You start weighing more as the day goes on. That's usually when I weigh myself in the morning. Let's see. Do I get my blood DHA measured? I just get standard blood tests. Since I'm a vegan, I'll ask my doctor for some additional things that most normal people don't get. In addition to the lipid panel and the your typical metabolic panel, I asked for B12, vitamin D, and I noticed iron wasn't on my last blood test, so I requested iron. So why do you ask that? Yeah, I live in a pretty sunny area. Vitamin D would be overkill, but even if you live in a sunny area, it's not always possible to get out in the sun due to work or school or whatever you're doing, So that's one thing I'm enjoying today, just being out in the sun. I have my shirt on now, but I was running shirtless to really soak up the vitamin D, So yeah, I like to get out in the sun for sure. Well, your husband is my height, vegan mommy. 285. Wow, he's 100 pounds more than I am. I mean, if that's all muscle, I guess that's cool. But still, even if you are muscular and 6'4", 285, that's a lot of weight to be carrying around, tough on the body. I feel so much more agile, like a gazelle now that I'm, lighter than, because I used to weigh 230 to almost 240 pounds at my peak. I don't know when that was. It was a long time ago. I've done my weight loss videos. You've seen some of those photos there. Anti-animal language. What do I think? I said, that's cool. I think the bigger issue, there's bigger issues than that, but that's cool. He drinks a lot of beer and eats a lot of animals. Vegan mommy, too. Sorry to hear about that. I'm glad you can be vegan and with a husband like that. Hopefully he doesn't give you too much crap. Hopefully he supports you in it and understands, you're into it. Thoughts on all the YouTubers who say they're no longer vegan and dissing veganism? So much bad info out there. I haven't been really watching any of them, and I really don't want to make videos criticizing vegans or even recent vegans or anything like that. But, that's stupid. If you quit veganism and then you decide to throw it under the bus, that's a real bullshit move, right? I mean, we all know there's nothing inherently wrong with veganism, unhealthy about veganism. Like I said, I should be dead right now. I'm an old dude. I shouldn't be having, blood tests that, rival, my youth's blood test or anything like that. Typical man my age is overweight, is diabetic or pre-diabetic, and yada, 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 high cholesterol. Let's see. Jason Biggs, what is this? Are you expressing some kind of racism there, Jason Biggs? Are you against people who are not fully Aryan and white, Jason Biggs? And you're telling me, is that how you're representing meat eaters here on this vegan chat? So you're trying to represent that meat eaters are racist and only support people of Aryan descent or something like that, Jason Biggs? Thanks there, moderator. What's up with that? Vegan mommy of 2. That's cool. How does he support you though? Is he cool with you being vegan and him being so non-vegan? Hemp protein, David. It's all right. I mean, some of my protein shakes have a hemp protein. It's cool. I'm really not too picky or anything like that, but I have no big love for it or anything like that. Do I think it's dangerous to identify as vegan? Why would that be? I mean, unless your roommate is an avowed vegan terrorist, anti-vegan terrorist or something like that, hates vegans, I mean, or your neighbor or something like that, but I don't see why it's dangerous to identify as vegan. I mean, let's just tell it like it is. We don't eat dead animals, and let's call ourselves vegan. I have no problem with that. And yeah, what's wrong with calling yourself vegan? Shaquille, do I consider myself a feminist? Wow. I don't know. How would I know that? I mean, of course I support equality of genders. I don't support toxic masculinity and all that kind of stuff. You know that. So, does that make me pro-feminist? I would think, yeah. I mean, I am. I don't know if that qualifies me to say I'm a feminist, but I'm definitely for that. I'm not like, trying to suppress women's rights or anything like that. Not trying to state the superiority of men. Men should listen to women should listen to their husbands or something like that. I'm not of that belief in any way, shape, or form. I'm an SJW, really, because I'm not supporting toxic masculinity, and I don't believe that women should do whatever their husbands say. Wow. Is non-toxic masculinity a thing? I don't know. I mean, that's me. I'm a non-toxic dude, Everybody seems to be attacking Ryan, huh? I can't win here, huh? I'm laughing. It's all good. It's all cool. Nate loves rice and soy sauce. Cool. I love rice. Soy sauce to a lesser degree. Maybe I'll put a little bit on my food. A little salty, but it's probably not going to kill you. Cool, good Dr. Sir. Our channel's been a big motivator for your family switching to a vegan diet. Cool, that's the win there. You guys are very inspiring and provide a nice platform. Cool. Thank you, good Dr. Sir. That's why we make vegan social media. Not to try to get all big and popular or rich or some stupid gimmick like that. Even though we have a lot of subscribers, we're still a relatively small channel. We don't get billions of views or anything like that. I do it because I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about lots of things. Passionate about music, passionate about life, and passionate about spreading the information that I've learned about veganism, how wonderful it is, how easy it is, how healthy it is. Being vegan doesn't suck, guys. Being vegan does not effing suck. Is it bad you're taking a vegan iron pill? I'm not a medical doctor, but if you need to take that for your iron, that's cool. I don't know what your blood tests are like, so you might want to talk to your doc about that one. See, get a blood test, see where you're at, and yeah, maybe you do need a pill. But yeah, I personally don't take any subs because my iron's always been strong. Eating lots of stuff like spinach, greens, that I'm getting iron there. Let's see. Oh, it's for that, vegan mom. You're probably fine. You're doing so many good things being vegan. And, again, I have much respect for you living with non-vegan family members, particularly a husband. I know what it's like to, it's important to have that support from the family. If you're not getting that, like I said, hopefully he's cool with you, not giving you too much, negativity, I hope. Nuts and seeds, yeah. How to forget that? I eat every day. Here's a good one for you, vegan mommy. Every day, you see me probably on my videos, my vlogs. I eat something called pepitas. They're pumpkin and squash seeds. You can get them in bulk in most supermarkets in the bulk section. I eat them almost every day. They're one of the highest plant sources of iron, seriously, and they have lots of protein too. And that's not why I eat them, but I just like them. I just think they taste great. So look for pumpkin seeds, squash seeds, pepitas at your market. Thanks, David. I don't know if I'm the coolest vegan, but maybe I'm the coolest one. I'll agree with you there. Let's see. My favorite Beyonce song, okay. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not a big Beyonce fan, to be honest with you. So, oops. Let's see. Wow, Trevor, congrats. You converted your family of 5 to vegan? Wow, I must be doing something wrong, man. That's rad. Good for you. I can't convert my family to veganism. We've made them vegan accepting, vegan interested, but yeah, not vegan. So good for you. I can learn from you guys. You guys are doing stuff that I've not been able to do. Let me get a sip of water here. Let's see. Martin Vaca, I don't know the answer to that question about soy and mock meat and stuff. Sorry to hear that, vegan metalhead. most of your extended families they don't even accept you being vegan. I've heard of that sometimes. How people like not even just like what's the word, tolerant. They're actually actively against, So I'm sorry to hear that. Nate, has my deadlift gone up? Well, actually, if you've been watching my vids, the last time I deadlifted, I was at 265 at about like 4 or 5 reps, something like that. But the new, not new, I've been doing it now for maybe 5 weeks. The training regime I'm on right now doesn't involve heavy deadlifts. It involves now it involves deadlifts, but trying to do a lot quick. I'm training for strength. I'm training for like just like not strength. I'm training for what's it called? Just it's the word I'm looking for. I'm just training for basketball. I'm just doing lots of stuff quick. Like, if you jump, you just don't want to jump once really high. I'm doing like repeated stuff. So I'm looking for, gosh, shows you how tired I am right now. But no, I haven't been deadlifting is what I'm saying. It's not power. What's the word I'm looking for? I just quick burst. Explosiveness. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. That's the word. I just was talking to someone about this at the gym yesterday. They were watching my training. They couldn't understand what I'm doing. I said, I'm training for explosiveness. So yeah, I'll do a bunch of deadlifts in 30 seconds, but with good form. So if I'm doing 260 pounds, I'm not doing good form. So it's less than that. I'm just trying to, like, as the author of the book, it's called Jump Attack. It's the same guy who trained Michael Jordan and Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, and he says he doesn't care about how much you can lift. It's not part of what he's trying to do. He's trying to train you to be explosive, not to be a power lifter. We're going for explosiveness, not bulk. So anyway, yeah, that's it. I haven't been deadlifting like I was before. The first half of the year, I was just trying to get stronger. As you guys know, I've been running and cycling for all these years, like 5 years, and I developed a runner's body, a really tall runner's body, but I lost most of my obvious muscle. So I'm just trying to put on strength for the first half of this year, and then now I've built up some muscle again. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to train that muscle to actually be explosive. I put on the muscle, but it wasn't like serving me for explosiveness. So step 1, put muscle back on. Step 2 now. Do the type of training that elite basketball players have been doing, and I'm working on that right now. So anyway, let's see what else you guys talking about. There's not enough sun outside for vitamin D deficiency. Then I've heard Dr. McDougall talk about this. Yeah, if you live in a northern latitude, vitamin D supplement then. You don't really have too many options. Above certain latitudes, I forgot where it's at, like it's somewhere north of where we live at, between LA and San Francisco. The latitude is, too northerly for vitamin D all year. So that's, where's my muscle, Barks? Well, first of all, if you want to show me your calves, let's see your calves here, bro. See that? What do you think of that calf there, Barks? And I wish I could show you my hamstrings and my glutes. That's where I've been putting a lot of muscle. Angie's remarked how I've gone from having like no butt to a butt now. I actually see it, when I'm like, have pants on and stuff, or not pants on for that matter. So that's where the muscle's at. I've gone from like pretty much, I didn't deadlift at all, and went up 100 pounds, plus 100 plus pounds in a few months. So that's where the muscle is, bro. Not all muscle is your chest and biceps. Even though I do upper body workouts, I'm really focused on the lower body. I'm for those of you that know about exercise and training, the muscles I'm really hitting are the posterior chain muscles, the whole range of muscles from your glutes to your hamstrings and the calves to a certain extent, and also the quadriceps too. That's what's going on. Yeah, I want to see those calves again, guys. I don't have stick legs by any stretch. So that's just a glimpse of what I got there, So there's some muscle there. If that guy that questioned my muscles wants to show me his or her calves, I'm all eyes. And I think we all are all eyes. You like that, veggies for thought? Let's see. Hank asks a nutrition-related question. Do you need to worry about deficiencies if you want to switch to a mostly fruit-based diet with oats and occasional lentils? Yeah, it sounds like you're doing a super high raw diet, which I did there. And again, the problem with that kind of diet, and I can speak firsthand because I've tried this, is getting enough calories. Not to say it's impossible, but it's a lot harder because you're just eating fruit and raw food all day. So yeah, deficiencies, yeah, caloric deficiencies. Watch to see if you're losing weight, which is weird because if you're eating a lot of food, you would think you shouldn't be losing weight. So that's what I'm talking about there. If you're eating, it seems like you're eating a lot stuff, getting stuffed, meaning not like overdoing it, but eating till you're full and you're losing weight. Watch out. That means you're probably not getting enough calories, which might be all right if you're overweight and trying to lose a few pounds, but but I wasn't trying to really lose weight. Is vitamin D necessary? I don't, look it up. Yeah, it's something we need for sure. Let's see, Grimes. How is it harder to get calories on a raw food? Here's why. Here's why. Bananas are great because they're one of the most calorically dense raw foods out there, and as a result, and me being huge, here's what I'm talking about. I'm a 6'4.5". I need more calories than, like, say, Mike Arnstein, who's like 5 feet and probably 100 pounds. I need probably twice the calories that guy needs. Anyway, I only can eat so many bananas in a day, and I was eating a lot of bananas, but you just can't eat bananas. Dates are hardcore. In fact, my oral hygienist at the dentist pretty much told me to stop eating dates because they're so freaking sticky and were causing gum issues. So anyway, yeah, you only can eat so many bananas in a day. Say I could eat 15 bananas a day and get about 1,500 calories. I'll still need another, 1,500 to 2,000 calories on top of that, and I'm not going to get that from eating, lychees and stuff like that, so yeah, I loved mangoes too, Grimes. And again, how many mangoes and bananas can I eat in a day? Every day, eating bananas and mangoes. It's fun for a few days, don't get me wrong. It's cool, I dig it. But every day, even in the winter, just eating like bananas and mangoes, and it's kind of depressing. I found no negative consequences, Grimes. Let me tell you this, no negative consequences once I started steaming some rice and putting some like steamed broccoli or spinach. Nothing. I felt just as good. My blood tests were just as good. My athleticism was just as good. In fact, I was getting better. I had more energy to train even more. So I don't know why people want to intentionally limit themselves from foods that have no negative health effects. If you can find me studies showing me that eating some steamed rice or steamed broccolis will take some years off my life, will increase my risk for the leading causes of death, or even the non-leading causes of death, I'm all ears, but I've yet to see anything. All I've yet to see is raw food dogma. I have seen no science showing that eating these healthy whole food plants, 40 bananas a day is miserable. I can tell you, I was going to Whole Foods, guys, twice a week and buying the 40-pound boxes of bananas. People there thought I was a freak, and that's, I look back now, it's, kind of nuts, but that's how many bananas I had to eat as a 6 foot, almost a 6.5 foot tall dude to get the calories I needed. I couldn't do it from eating apples, eating oranges, eating salad and greens. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to get 3,500 calories unless I eat a boat ton of bananas, maybe mangoes, or, but like I said, every day, it's kind of depressing. Kind of nuts, kind of bananas, huh? Veggies for thought. Yeah, I'm with you, DJ 121. Eating high fruit's cool. By most people's standards, people I talk to all around me in my normal life, they freak out when they see how many bananas I buy. Even vegans. Like when we had our friends come over for Thanksgiving, did you guys watch our video, what we ate as vegans on Thanksgiving? Our 2 guests that came over were shocked by how many bananas I had. And I said, this is nothing. I'm really low. I need to go to the market tomorrow and buy more bananas. But this is me right now. I'm even by most people's standards, they think I'm a banana freak. When I go to Whole Foods and there's a new cashier there, he or she always asks me, wow, what do you do with all them bananas? And it's only like maybe 5-6 bunches of bananas. It's not that many. I like my bananas to have spots on them. I don't like them when they're fully yellow, or even green for that matter. Yeah, if they're fully yellow, they're still kind of hard and thick and starchy. I like them to get some kind of like spotting on them. Advice for not eating my girlfriend's non-vegan meals. Oh my God, Michael. Just don't eat it. I don't know. You guys have any tips for that? Jason Fung. I've never heard of Jason Fung. Yeah, you got that right, Veggies for thought. You want your bananas, at least I do, brown. I trip out when people want them like green or yellow. It's so hard. They're not sweet or delicious yet. And I've read that once they're ripe the way I like them, that's when they're at their peak as far as nutrients go. So more reason to not eat like unripened fruit. Um, am I sure I need that many calories? Well, Vegeta Blue, remember, I'm 6'4.5", just call it 6'5". I'm fairly active physically, and I do a lot of thinking, producing videos, thinking through my arguments and stuff, a lot of brain power, burning through lots of glucose and calories. So yeah, for me, if I don't get those calories, I lose weight, as what happened when I was more raw, more fruitarian, and I look back in those photos of me, and I personally, it's all subjective, what you consider to look good or healthy, and I don't think I looked all that great, to be honest with you. I looked really just underdeveloped. No dogs for us guys. We're cool. Let's see. Opinions on fasting. For someone like me who's so active, not really a good option. And plus, I already have great blood test results, so there's nothing I'm really trying to like improve as far as that goes. So, not personally not into fasting. Wow, what kind of debate are we having here about Dr. Greger and stuff? I must have missed that. RJ Truth, Michael Tan, I eat tofu, but not that frequently. Really, pretty much never, unless when I go to a restaurant or a friend who's making it. There's so much better plants to eat, but RJ Truth, non-vegan roommate, depends what the situation is, I bet you're probably just more annoyed by them rather than them bugging you. Am I correct there? Just you walk in and there's like this big freaking dead animal out on the kitchen sink or stove or something like that. That's just something you're gonna have to work out. Or is there some kind of interpersonal stuff going on there? Let me know. I'm not sure what your situation is there. It could be a number of things. Okay, that might be true, Grimes, but on the other hand, Dr. Greger has never once, as far as I know, in his 1,000+ videos, shown that eating whole food plants will increase your risk for any diseases, let alone the leading causes of death, like heart disease, stroke, diabetes, common forms of cancer, emphysema, stuff like that. So kind of being really picky and picking what you want out of Dr. Greger. If you're gonna really hold him to task on that one claim there, you got to accept the entirety of what he's presenting there. And that's what Dr. Greger is doing. He's presenting a giant holistic picture of the healthful benefits of eating whole food plants versus the very unhealthful non-benefits of eating animal products. So that's what it's all about. He has yet to show any diseases you'll get from eating whole food plants, period. So if your concern in life is about living a long, healthy life, I'm not sure why you would avoid certain whole food plants that have been shown to be associated with longevity and healthy lifestyles, healthy blood tests. I'm not sure why you would shun them and just eat only raw. What is so unhealthy about eating steamed vegetables, steamed rice? I don't understand. I still have not seen what's wrong with eating steamed potatoes. Let's see, what are you guys talking about? You can't eat raw starchy tubers. That's the point. You got to cook them. I mean, I've read that actually you can eat raw like potatoes. You'll absorb maybe 5 to 10% of the nutrients or something like that, and it'll taste disgusting and hard to chew, but you will get something out of it. And I don't recommend this by any stretch. I'm just saying you can eat them raw, but yeah, once you cook them, you've made it easy to digest. The nutrients are more bioavailable. Okay, here's your thing, RJ True. The roommate has a child, and she feeds her baby hot dogs and ham and all that. You find it unsettling. Yeah, unless you've specified you're living in a vegan household, it's really difficult to assert that. You know, what can you do? You can't really force them to cook when you're not there. I understand you. I understand what you're going through there, RJ. I'm just trying to put myself in a situation. I'm trying to imagine a situation like, what would I do? I don't know. Move out, get a different roommate. But yeah, if you're living with someone and you had no pre-existing agreement about a non-meat kitchen, I don't know if you really can do anything about that, you know? Yeah, it's frustrating to see them feeding them dairy, but that, you know, you can give them information. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, unfortunately. And that's the analogy I'll give you there. Let's see. I don't know, Michael Tan. I mean, veganism is growing, you know? Humans evolved in the tropics where food is 24/7, 365. I don't know. Is that true? Don't fruits have seasons? And anyway, who cares? I mean, so what? Say that's true. We'll give you that, Grimes. We'll just give you that. Still, how is eating steamed broccoli going to take any years off of my life? How is that going to make me unhealthy? How is that going to make anything worse about me? I'm still getting the nutrients. I'm still, you know, you haven't told me what is wrong with eating cooked broccoli. That's what raw people don't get. They say all these things, which may be true or not, but they never give any rational reason, any reason backed by fact or science that shows that eating steamed broccoli is going to take years off my life. And look at all these people here showing how, yeah, broccoli and most plants have anti-carcinogenic properties. If you're raw and fearful, irrationally fearful of eating something like broccoli, you're intentionally not eating a food that's shown to have anti-disease properties. It just makes no sense to me. It's frustrating. Anyway, anyway. And yeah, Groovy Lisa brings out a point. Raw people often bring out there's more nutrients in raw. It's not a contest. Who cares? Maybe you get too many nutrients in raw, but you get more than sufficient calories in a non-fully raw diet too. It's not a contest. If I get, you know, like 2,000 IU of vitamin C and a raw person gets 2,500, who cares? That's not just, it's not like that extra 500 IU is going to do anything. It just might get peed right out. You know, that's what I'm saying. If you're healthy and your blood test reflect it and your body and everything reflects it, what's the point? I'm not sure why you have to be all dogmatic about being fearful of a piece of steamed broccoli. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. What is raw till for? It's the philosophy that you eat raw early and then eat non-raw or raw, whatever you want afterwards. And I kind of eat that way, sort of. I typically have my banana smoothies in the morning, and then I eat what I want after. I'll you know, I could eat, you know, more fruit later on in the day if I want, but I'm often having others non-raw stuff, non-fruit stuff. But I just personally like to have smoothies in the morning. It just feels really good. Nate, I don't really want to talk about that person. I don't even know what you're talking about anyway there. Guilty of what? The old charge? I don't even want to talk about him. I don't follow him. It's not part of my life, basically. Veggies for thought. Yeah, that's kind of true there. I'm not going to disagree with your statement there. Do you ever make nut milks? Asks Michael. We have before, but I just found it way easier to pay someone, like, you know, go to the market and get some nut milks. I mean, you got to draw the line. How much food do you want to make, you know, from scratch on your own? You know, it's great to do that, but then that's more time preparing food and less time you could be devoting to other things too. Aren't you always hungry on a vegan diet? Asked Willie Cash. Well, that's what I was talking about. That's one reason why I didn't like years and years ago, like in 2012 when I was doing a mostly or fully raw diet. I found myself pretty much always hungry. It's hard to get calories because Unless you're eating bananas and dates all day, fruits, raw food are typically not that calorically dense. You're just munching all day. But no, the way I eat now, I get as full as anyone. I mean, stuffed, you know, I get stuffed at meals, you know, as I did before when I was non-vegan. So no, I mean, think about it. Rice, potatoes, you know, eat a lot of that stuff, you're gonna get stuffed. I don't care if there's any bits of meat on there or not. You will get stuffed eating stuff like rice and potatoes and legumes, you know. Put in some thick vegetables into a meal too. You're gonna get stuffed. You're totally gonna get stuffed. And not only stuffed, you'll get the calories that you need. Yeah, Grimes, what I'm saying, who in the right mind wants to eat bananas, mangoes, and dates every day? I tried it for a while and it sucked. If you're cool with that, awesome. If you're getting enough calories and you feel great as a raw person, I'm not gonna say stop it, but I personally don't want to eat bananas, mangoes, and dates all day, and neither does Angie, and neither do 99% of all vegans I know. If I told people, you gotta go vegan, you do it for the animals, you're doing it for the planet, but you have to eat rice, I'm sorry, you can't eat rice, you can't eat potatoes, you have to just eat raw bananas and mangoes and dates as your staple foods, and get a few other little things in there too that are fully raw. People would say, F you, I'm never gonna go vegan. See what I'm saying? If you wanna be vegan and raw, cool, awesome. But don't come here telling us because humans evolved near the equator that in 2018, all vegans must be raw. That argument makes absolutely no sense. You have no evidence that's the healthiest diet, Grimes. How do you have any statistics, any science, any studies? And who cares? Say you're like 1% healthier than me. I'm not even saying that's true, but let's say you are. Who cares? I'm already healthy enough. If I can be 1% less healthier than Grimes and not have to eat bananas and mangoes and dates every day, even in the wintertime, eat all this cold food every day, I'm cool with that. My blood test, everything's within range. I'm healthy. You just saw me, I just did a run here. So I'm cool with that, Grimes. So if you want to put a little star on your badge on your clothes that I'm 1%, that you're 1% healthier than me, awesome. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that, you know, if you want to hang that over me. But I don't even think that's true. I dispute that. And it's not a contest. Get it, guys. I want to get this through your point, through everyone, raw or not. Being vegan is not a contest about who's healthier or who's fitter or who can do some feat of athleticism or something like that. It's not a contest. If anything, it's a contest with yourself, you know, but it's not a contest against others. It's a contest with yourself to be healthy, if that's a goal. Some people are just vegan for the animals, and that's awesome too, you know, but you don't have to compete against other people, you know? Yes, Race Lever would win the vegan contest if we were to have one. Yeah, being veganism at its core is respecting other living beings. You got that right, bananas, not dramas. And on top of that, it happens to be a diet. If you're not eating a bunch of crap vegan food, happens to be a really healthy diet too. It's a diet that's still a win. I like to say it's a win for the animals, a win for the planet, a win for you, for your health. So, I mean, it's just a win-win-win. And things are getting cheaper all the time, especially the processed vegan stuff. But you don't even have to buy that. You can just eat like whole food plants, bananas, rice, legumes, potatoes, cheapest food. So it's a win for your budget too. So it's just an all-around win. It's just a win-win-win-win. 4 wins I mentioned there. The only non-win is all the anti-vegans out there, you know, who for whatever reason we threaten them. But, you know, just don't pay them any mind. Just laugh at their nonsense. So anyway, what else you guys talking about here? Barley chili. That sounds really good right now. I guess I must be getting hungry from my run here. I'm gonna have to go back and join Angie pretty soon too. She's probably wondering what I'm doing, but she's been ill, caught a cold like a week and a half ago, and I just wanted I was giving her some time to edit some video. How was the run? It was good, Cobb. As I said, I was at the gym about 2 hours, 15 minutes yesterday, playing basketball and doing my jump attack lower body workout, which is really grueling. I was just here getting a little run in the sun, going nice and chill, nice and slow, not a tempo run, just running to like, zone 2 aerobic workout basically. Had fun. Um, Stop talking about food, or Ryan will leave to eat. It's probably true, huh? It's probably true. But I should be hungry after doing some physical activity like this. Ooh, cool, Cobb. You hit the game winner at your weekly basketball game Thursday. That's always cool to hit the game winner, huh? Yeah, I've noticed when I hit the game winner, what I don't usually do, it's always funner when it's like a long range shot too. Past few weeks when I hit game winners, they're like easy layups or something like that, and the game's over. It feels kind of anticlimactic, but if you hit something from behind the line, it's fun. Hey, Thick Vegan, good to see you here. Not sure how much longer I'm going to be on here. I've already been on 80 minutes. I have to go home and join forces back with Angie and have some lunch. But wow, it's 20 degrees in Michigan right now. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what it is right now. Let me check to see if my watch tells me. Let's see. I don't know what time it is. I mean, not time it is, what the temperatures. I would estimate right now it's probably about 68, something in that ballpark, give or take a degree or two. 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that is. 18 in New Hampshire. I'm sorry, guys. California's got some good weather. 0 degrees in Switzerland, right on. -1 Celsius. Wow, that's below freezing. That'd be like 31 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. So, I mean, it was raining. It was pouring here, cats and dogs. I don't know if you saw on the news, like California, we had the fires a few weeks ago, and then we got like these storms causing flooding and mudslides. So it's been pretty gnarly. So yeah, this is nice. This is like the nice day after the storms, basically. So that's one reason why I'm out here enjoying it, appreciating it, getting some vitamin D, and chilling with you guys, because I haven't been doing my post-run live streams for quite a while. Now, we weren't really affected by the fires other than friends who live in the fire areas, and I think everyone I know, fortunately, did escape with their homes. But yeah, we smelled it. It was kind of gnarly. But the fires are, I don't know if they're over, but they've all been 100% contained. There might be some stuff burning, but the winter weather, wet winter weather has started here. So I think that's putting the fires out too. What really ignites the fires, I should say not ignites it, but propels them, is dry, windy weather. And now we've switched to the winter pattern, which makes things more moist. Am I cold now? No, I feel great. I feel excellent right now. This feels really good, guys. In fact, the sun's about to go over these houses here, and I'm sure when that happens, I'll be in shade, and I will definitely be gone by then. I'm just letting you know. Cool, Nikki. Glad to hear things are better now. Yeah, Sacramento, I heard you guys had some of the worst air quality, Anyway, let's see, Grimes is still talking about fruit and stuff. Grimes, if you're into fruit, awesome, cool. I'm happy for you. I eat tons of fruit too, bro. But I'm not sure what you're accomplishing here by trying to start a fight in the comments, trying to tell people that they're not getting enough nutrients unless they eat a fully raw fruit diet like you, man. Do I think about climate change? Fully. That's one of the main reasons why I'm passionate about veganism. If we can switch people to a diet that decreases the rate of greenhouse gas emissions into the atmosphere and methane, one of the other greenhouse gas by CO2. Yeah, I'm very passionate about that. But I tell you, it's a win for everything: animals, climate, your health, and your wallet. Let's see, what's a good vegan toothpaste? I've tried a whole bunch, Vegan Mommy, and I don't really think I have a recommendation. Often I'll get them for free. I'll get them at vegan festivals. They'll give us like a VIP bag, or I'll get them at like just different places. People will give us lots of vegan toothpaste, and I really don't have a personal favorite one. The only thing I like that I bought on the reg, and I don't have it right now because I've gotten so many free ones, I think it's called like Nature's Dentist or Natural Dentist, something like that. You can find them on Amazon, not sponsored. I like their I don't like fluoride in my water or toothpaste, so I like to just get their non-fluoridated one. So there's one if you're looking for a recommendation. But I've been using other brands, and I'm still doing pretty good. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I'm missing some questions. What's my thoughts on the recent recall on romaine lettuce? That sucks because my favorite lettuce mix that I get at Whole Foods gone right now. So it kind of sucks. I'm not getting all my greens. Um, let's see. I'm trying to get to the comments here. Oh, your dentist wants the fluoride in the toothpaste? Ask your dentist, why do you need a fluoridated toothpaste? Assuming you live how most Americans do in a area where your city or local municipality puts fluoride actively into your water, as they do here in Long Beach and Los Angeles. They're getting fluoride all day. Why do they need fluoride in the toothpaste too? I mean, it's just like, how much fluoride do you really need? It's like protein. Like most people, you have to eat protein all day or else you're gonna die. We're always in this need for protein. That's what dentists make it sound like. We're in this need for fluoride. I mean, how much fluoride do you really need? It's crazy. And I've read too, it's not like a medical grade fluoride that they put into water systems. It's like a chemical waste, basically, a byproduct of other chemical industry products. So it's not really like, there's no point. And why should all our water have fluoride? My plants don't want the fluoride. When I wash my clothes, it doesn't need fluoride in there. It's just why are they putting fluoride in the water? Why are they so gung-ho on it? It makes no sense. So anyway, yeah, you probably don't need a fluoridated toothpaste if you're already getting fluoride in your water. That's my personal thoughts on that. Anyway, hey, great white plant eater. Oh man, no, you don't want to surf with me right now, especially in the winter time, man. I'm sure I'd suck. I haven't surfed all year, and I respect winter waves, winter surf, man. I'm in no condition to paddle out on like a 5-foot day or anything like that right now. I'd love to go out in a nice, beautiful, like 1.5, 2-foot day on my longboard here, and that'd be beautiful. That's what I'm looking for. But I don't know if I'm gonna get too many of those right now. But yeah, my surfing, I can't do every sport, unfortunately, and I just not enough hours in the day, days in the week. But yeah, hopefully next year I'll get back and do some more surfing. I know Angie's expressed she misses my going, hanging out with me on surf days. I don't know who David Goggins is. Yeah, we're having an interesting Bigfoot discussion here, strangely, huh? I'm not sure why that is, but that's cool. Let's see. You know what, guys? This is approaching an hour and a half, and I didn't tell Angie I was going to be gone that long. Hopefully she's getting some good video editing done while I'm gone. I know she expressed that she, wanted to have some good, solid time without any distractions. Okay, you don't want me to go? I'll stay on a little bit tiny longer here, but I'm just giving you notice. I see the shadow. It's creeping up on me here, and once it hits, it's going to be cold. Cold meaning like 63 or something like that. So anyway, yeah, you got that, man. Mohammed, waist high, longboard waves. That's what I like. As a longboarder, I don't thrive off like, waves that make me ponder my mortality or anything like that. I just like waves that are fun. Like if you look at a wave like Malibu, something like that, that's my kind of ideal wave, even though I don't surf at Malibu, way too crowded. Veggies for thought, thank you. Thank you for this parting super chat tip there, and you've contributed greatly to the conversation, and I appreciate your appreciation for us helping the animals and veganism. Appreciate it. Thanks. There's one thing I just want people to remember about veganism. It doesn't suck, man. It just doesn't suck, guys, being vegan. It doesn't suck being vegan. Any video editing software recommendations? I use Mac, so I'm kind of in the Apple ecosystem. If you don't want to spend any money, iMovie's fantastic. I've been using Final Cut Pro 10 since it came out, so that's just kind of my go-to. It's really easy for me to use, but yeah, I'm sure the Adobe Premiere is good too, but those are the ones I use. Let's see. All right, guys, you guys have been really good. Even Grimes. It's not like I'm against raw food or anything like that. I ate plenty of fruit, uncooked and stuff myself. So everyone's been really cool. Thank you to all our moderators who have been in and out. I think Race Lover's been here pretty much the whole time, huh? So thanks. Kudos to you guys. We've had a great discussion here. very low on the troll side there, and you guys have been asking really good questions. And hopefully you saw the video I put out, was it yesterday? The video about Time Magazine promoting egg eating as healthy, and cholesterol is not a nutrient of concern. So if you haven't seen that video, go click it right now. It's our most recent video. Time Magazine says eggs are healthy. I went through that, and I'll just leave it at that. I don't give any spoilers. I went through and went through their what they cited, their research and such. So take a look at that one. So anyway, guys, thanks. I'm not sure what my next live stream will be, but thank you for joining here. And yeah, just stay on the lookout for more videos from me and Angie. Our new album's out on lovespirals.com. Check it out. Life Goes On, 6 years in the making. Check it out, lovespirals.com. You could also get it on our shop, happyhealthyvegan.org. So I guess that's it. That's all the new information. And love you guys. So until next time, guys, remember, doesn't suck being vegan.